Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. The Egyptian military has opened fire on civilian protesters, killing at least 72 people in the country's worst show of military violence since 2011. While video can be seen of at least one Morsi supporter firing a pistol into a crowd of police and military supporters, the cause for the order to open fire can only be linked to the Egyptian minister's statement that pro-Morsi supporters will be dispersed and a recent threat from the military's leader that lethal force would be used against violent groups of protesters. Although Egypt is a long-standing ally to the United States, we do see the tide of Western media turning against the Egyptian military's use of force with widespread condemnation and a public statement from U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, who urged Egypt to bring the country back from the brink of civil war. At least 10,000 birds at 3 separate farms in Nepal have been killed after the H5N1 variation of the avian flu was recorded within the farms, at one point killing up to 500 birds per day. The conditions of the Fukushima nuclear power plant are worsening, with official reports that water seeping into the failing containment trench has shown a significant increase in radiation. Nuclear researchers have found water containing nearly 2 billion becquerels of cesium-137 per liter of water within the trench, suggesting that the water may be passing over a renewed nuclear reaction, explaining the recent announcement of steam that has been witnessed within reactor number 3. Researchers at the Space Telescope Science Institute in Maryland have configured a stunning image of Comet Ison, seen here and only discovered in 2012, as it moves swiftly against an amazing backdrop of galaxies and stars. Comet Ison will reach its perihelion on November 28, 2013, and unlike many other sun-grazing comets, it is not on the Kreutz path, which is common to the group. Instead, Ison is a comet that some astronomers say is unlike any that they've ever seen. Scientists predict that Comet Ison may shine as bright as a full moon visible to Earth as it passes within 1 million miles of the solar surface, and that if the comet can withstand the intense solar wind and gravitational sway of the sun, it may gain enough momentum to travel around the sun and escape the solar system completely, never to return to its solar path. The comet is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and will keep you up to date with news and information as it approaches. And to wrap things up, more than 1,000 inmates have escaped from the Benghazi prison in Libya, thousands of demonstrators gathered in Germany to protest against the NSA, and multiple agencies are warning against continued drilling in the Arctic, saying that oil spill cleanup may be impossible within the harsh conditions. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by shtfplan.com. where even the officials go for news, and sqmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.